Ethiopia is a strong advocate for regional integration in the Horn of Africa, believing that cooperation and collaboration can address shared challenges and unlock economic opportunities. The lack of access to the sea for Ethiopia is not only limited to the economic sphere, but it is a matter of existential concern. Accordingly, Deputy Executive Director of Institute for Foreign Affairs Addis Ababa said lack of sea access caused significant challenges to Ethiopia's economic growth and development as it faced substantial hurdles in logistics, transport, industrialization, international trade, foreign direct investment and tourism.
The lack of access to the sea means you will have limited bargaining power. It limited significantly the country's capability in accessing global trade networks. And at the same time, as you know very well, it has a huge impact on the country's aspiration towards industrialization, because importing raw materials or machineries and other things is very expensive. And at the same time, exporting these materials as well is very, very difficult. So the industrialization aspiration is highly hampered by the lack of access to the sea. As you know very well, it's a very important concern for Ethiopia. Ethiopia's priority in the Horn of Africa at large, in the continent as well, is revolve around three important elements: peace and stability, regional integration, and a strategic trade partnership. And Ethiopia has been working very hard to ensure diversified and uninterrupted access to the sea. Ethiopia, as you have rightly said in your introduction, is the largest populous country among the landlocked countries. Ethiopia's potential is very huge, and this will definitely benefit not only Ethiopia, but the region at large.
Ethiopian approach so far has been through integration, through give and take policy priorities, and the government has been working very closely with all regional actors to ensure both naval access and outlets for the commercial purpose. The Deputy Director Abdi assures any development that comes on Ethiopian side definitely will have a direct impact on the neighboring countries as well.
Ethiopia has been working very closely to ensure regional integration, and while doing this also, Ethiopia provision has been very important. Ethiopia has been exporting and building infrastructures, exporting electricity, for example. Electricity to Djibouti, to Kenya, to Sudan has been very much important, and we want to also to expand providing this provision, important provision. And we have also potential, as you know very well, of exporting clean water, drinkable water. We have started with Djibouti, but this will also expand across the region. There are a lot of things that the Ethiopian government promises to provide with a number of factors. As you have rightly said, this is a very important concern, and as also indicated, it's an existential matter. Ethiopia needs to address this issue quickly. In order to address this issue, the Ethiopian approach so far has been through integration, through give and take policy priorities.
The country is highly connected with its strategic partner Djibouti in terms of road, rail, water and other issues, he pointed out, adding that it has also forged strong relations and integrations with Kenya. The country Ethiopia's cost for sea access aligns with African Union's integration agenda, according to the Deputy Director.
Continental aspiration is very clear, and this has been in the making, as you know, since the establishment of the Organization of African Unity back in the 1960s. The aspiration for Africa before that was to ensure political independence. But through continental free trade agreement and such schemes, Africa is geared toward this ensuring economic sovereignty. We have to ensure our economic independence. That can only be assured by integration. That is why since the mid-1980s, after the Lagos Action Plan, the priority has been focusing on RECs, the regional economic communities, and also aspiring towards continental integration. This continental integration is an instrument to bring about the economic sovereignty of African states. So what we are, when we say this and compare the Ethiopian aspiration, domestically as well as in its foreign policy orientation in the Horn, what we witness today, especially since the reform we have embarked upon, is the Horn First policy, which means regional integration is a priority for Ethiopia.
Ethiopia is the largest populous country among the landlocked countries in the world. To meet the demand of its people, the nation has been working very hard to ensure diversified and uninterrupted access to the sea.